Hi everybody, today we're connecting to the energies of all things rose. Rose has so many beautiful properties for skin, for anti-aging, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, all sorts of things. I'll put a list at the end. But for me especially, my connection has been with this particular rose bush that all these petals have come from. It's out in my garden, and I've had this garden for 2 years. And in the first year I went out, and that is the plant that I made a really solid energetic connection with. It has the most thorns on it, big thorns and tiny thorns, that I have ever seen on a rose bush or on any plant, but the most soft, delicate, sensitive, beautiful colour and fragrance that I've also ever come across in any flower. And as I was outside with my awareness and my consciousness, really taking in everything about this beautiful rose bush, its energy came over me, it connected to me, and its energy was exquisite, divine love, unconditional love. It's so beautiful. It's an experience I'll never forget. And this year it has thrown out about 20 buds on every very long branch. It's grown so much, and its branches have been very long, and each branch has had about 20 buds on it, and all those buds all flowered at once. It's quite a tall bush, but with all of those buds all flowering, the beauty, the fragrance and the energy you can imagine is just exquisite. But it actually, the weight of it pulled the bush forward, pulled it off balance. So I can see a lot of symbolism in all of that, you know, it just abundant with divine love, abundant and overflowing. And I have harvested the petals, a never-ending supply of petals, and I've made some products, and I've used energy healing and light language to enhance the spiritual essence and the physical properties of these beautiful roses. But I've also channeled in light language to bring extra healing lined with, you know, the current cosmic energies and what's happening on a collective level. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to take you through the energies of the different products I've made, and there are videos below in the description box that you can click on and be taken to the actual transmission where those energies were going in and the products were being made. But today is solstice, and what happened on solstice is I went out. Not only was the tree supplying an abundance of fresh petals to harvest, but sitting in the middle of them was this flower of petals. It felt like a gift from the tree. I have a very strong connection with this tree, and it felt like a gift from the tree. It feels like it's symbolizing wholeness and perfection, and what we create in the real world with our gratitude and our love when we're embodying those, how the light-coated energy field create in our environment and bring us gifts. I also felt to light this twin flame candle. So I really feel it's very much about balance. It's about the masculine and feminine coming together into wholeness, and it's about union and the Garden of Eden. So this flower is completely just petals, no flower, just perfectly like that. So I felt to start off with bringing a channel in as to what this gift is. You know, this is obviously too unreal, too unusual, too synchronous to have this on solstice, and it feels like the culmination of my loving gratitude and making use of the beauty, the fragrance, the energy, the essence of these beautiful flowers. So here I've made a rose tea, so you can see the steam coming off there, and this is a flower fragranced candle. I've made some solstice rose water that is from the that's distilled rose water, and that is from the same batch, but it was the water that was boiling with the petals in that was distilled into that one. So that one should last 6 months. This one should last a week or two. I find I can use them for a lot longer than that if I'm misting them in the air or spritzing them on my face. These are bath salts with the essence of rose in, and then we've got the petals there, which we can eat or we can dry as a potpourri, or we can dry it to go in the bath. This is a face cream that I made from the rose water and the rose petals, and then here is the petal itself. Okay, I'm getting a Mary Magdalene feel as well coming in. We want to channel what the message is from this flower. I'm also being shown the two the two hearts there that I've got, symbolizing the twin flames, and the third energy above of the twin flames. That's interesting. Okay. I'm really seeing those twin flames in motion with their reflection on the glass. So it's like the twin flames in the energetic realms reflected in the real world, their higher energy, their divine love energy, their unity energy, their new earth, Garden of Eden, heaven on earth energy, being seen now in the real world, manifesting into reality. And so this is what that flower symbolized. I also have two flowers there, and I've noticed that there were two flowers growing together as twins on the bush. Okay, this flower wants me to put it on top of these petals here, like that. So it's symbolizing bringing the wholeness, the perfection, the unity, and the manifestation into the collective energies. And we're bringing that into those rose petals for the next creation that we're going to be making from those rose petals, which I don't know what they are yet. I think they might be bath salts. So we're looking at the two, the union, the pair, the couple, the two working as one. And they're also showing me the two bottles of rose water that came from the same rose petals, as being two vessels of the same essence, which is what twin flames are. And now these are representing the earth version. So we've got earth, air, fire, and water here. We have earth, air, fire, and water. So this is the earth element, and which is the physical material world version of the vessels of the twin flames. So we're bringing all these energies into that, and we're going to do the air now. So I'm going to spray the solstice rose water. Those that are particularly sensitive should be able to feel this. And probably smell it. It's a very lovely scent. Right, so the sensual feeling of the essence put into physical form. I can feel that on my fingertip. That's going to go into your physical body now. So I put it on my own. So not only is the fragrance and the physical touch of it, it's so soft and sensual, feels lovely, feels like a baby's bottom. That's soft, like the petals. The smell is gorgeous, but I can feel it in my whole energy field as it's gone onto my body, with this soft, gentle, peaceful, loving, nurturing. It's like a warm hug, except it's not restrictive. It's open and it's expansive. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to go out and make a communion with the actual rose bush as well, if you'd like to stay on to feel that. So these are the petals I've been harvesting. This plant has been flowering for a while now. It's been in such full bloom. It's already dropped a lot of its flowers and petals, so there's going to be some lovely rose hips there to harvest after that. Also very medicinal. You can see a lot of the petals are kind of heart-shaped. You may be able to see some of those there. Just going to connect to the tree. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling it connecting through my sacral chakra and my solar plexus. And as that happens, I'm feeling my crown open. I'm feeling a need to take off my shoes, even though the ground is very wet. And there's a real womb clearing, a womb activation, heart opening, and just extreme expansion through the upper chakras, especially the crown, and a solidifying of the spine as those energies come down and activate stability in the lower, from the lower back downwards through the legs. Yeah, that's it. It's grounded. Thank you, Rosebush.